Hi everyone. So today we're going to look at a simple exercise to help with lower back pain. We're in winter at the moment, even though it may not look by the background I'm in. It's January, so we're right in the kidney season. Tonifying the kidney energetic system is one of the first steps to help support the lower back. Um, Adjusting as well with the structure, which is the first step we're going to look at, using the breath to help support the structure, and some simple massage to strengthen the kidney bladder channel, and moving whenever there's some tension in the back and irradiating pain to push it down the leg so we can get rid of it. So the first step as we are seated is to make sure that we are seated properly on our sit bones. Adjusting the pelvis will allow us to open up the sacroiliac joint, free the lumbar area so we can adjust the structure, which will be very useful for people who spend a lot of time working at the desk seated so that you have a good structure while you're seated and working. So first thing you'll want to do is sit a little bit more on the edge of your chair so that your legs are free, that there's no pressure under your thigh, and gently rock yourself forward until you can feel that your sit bone are gently lifting off the chair. Bringing your sit bone back, feeling the moment they make contact with the chair where they're properly balanced, and then going just a little too far when you feel that the hips are kind of rounded and going under. Coming back, finding the central spot, rocking yourself forward a little bit, not as far, rocking yourself back, feeling when the hips start to roll under, and gently reducing your movement until you can feel the central spots where you're sitting balance on your sit bone. So just finding the sweet spot where you're balancing on your sit bone, which all of a sudden should feel like you want to take a deeper inhale when you find it. Your lower back should be more relaxed, feeling that the lumbar area is a bit more open already. And you'll have a feeling as if you had a big Santa Claus belly, that it's actually resting on your legs and not going inward and creating pressure towards the back. Second step, we're going to use the diaphragm to create intra-abdominal pressure to help strengthen the position and particularly open up the lumbar area and open up the Migmen point, which is at the center of the curvature of the lumbar. Placing our hands just above the iliac crest, index finger at belly button height, the rest of the fingers spreading to feel the lower part, the thumb opening a bit towards the back. We're gonna first observe how your abdominal breath is. Taking a deep breath and observing how much space you can feel in your lower abdomen, exhaling, inhaling again, feeling how much space you can feel, and particularly observing how much pressure you can feel going down towards the perineum. On the exhale, simply relaxing. Let's do that one more time and observing if you can feel on the inhale some support going towards the lumbar area. Exhaling. Now you're going to bring your shoulders towards the back. Roll them up towards your ears and roll them forward so that you close the front of your chest, that you feel that the upper back is a little bit rounded, and feel how that forces you to breathe a little deeper into the lower abdomen, and observe how much space now there is in your abdominal breath. Usually you'll notice that there's a lot more space, your inhale is a lot deeper, and pay also attention of how much more pressure you can feel going down towards the perineum and how it helps to open up the lumbar area. So after taking 2 or 3 breaths this way, you can relax your shoulder, come back to a more natural position, but maintain the same depth of breath into the lower abdomen. Feel how your breath is not so much in the front trying to push out, but that it pushes the front down towards the perineum and then open up the lumbar area. So once you have this base from which we'll be able to maintain our structure, we're going to bring our hands towards the sacrum area And as we inhale, we're going to start to gently rub on the sacrum to warm it up. And gently apply the palm on the lumbar as well until we don't inhale anymore and we're just going to hold our breath. And then on the exhale, bring our hands down the back of the legs up to the knee. And if you're able to bend a little forward, you can bring it down towards the feet, the toes, into the ground. If you bend forward, don't lift back using your lower back to create tension in the lumbar. You can use the inhale to come back. So inhaling through the lower abdomen, stretching the lumbar area and using the stretch to roll the hip back so that you can sit properly. So I'll do this sideways. So as you inhale, gently rubbing from the sacrum up to the lumbar, placing Laogong over the kidney shoe, bladder 23. Exhale, coming down here. In order to get back up, using your breath to fill up the back, using the pressure of the diaphragm to roll onto the hips so that you're not using the lumbar area and that your body aligns itself without creating tension in the lumbar. Exhaling, ready to rub, inhale, hold, feeling the warmth from your hand filling up the lumbar area. Exhale, down the legs, below the knee, and if you can, follow it all the way down. Inhale, exhale. If you can't bend forward, you will inhale, hold, exhale, down just below the knee so you don't have to go all the way, and observe, think that you're pushing the tension, the pain towards your feet into the ground. And inhale, hold, exhale. You can finish by placing the lower hand on the lower abdomen. This is where my belly button is, my fingertip up. So placing your hands one on top of the other over the lower abdomen. Just taking a few deep breaths, feeling the warmth from your hands filling up your lower abdomen, reaching all the way to the lumbar area. And just letting the warmth filling up. If you're sitting on a couch or a chair with a cushion, you can rest on the back so that your lumbar are a little bit more supported and feel how that fills up everything. Good. And when you're done, gently rubbing the palms together to balance out the channels. Good. Let me know how you're feeling after practicing the exercise. If you have any questions, write it down in the comment section below. Thank you. Have a good day.